Tord Lavelle reporting for duty on Transporter Bay 4.
Hey,
So here I am,
there you are, shooting star.
reporting for duty.
Fresh and fruity.
Captain Skywick said he called ahead. I'm to be trained on the transporter.
Gnarly.
I've been reassigned from tertiary hydronics. During the Craggle attack, I took the initiative to activate the anti-cortisol spray, which gave us the chance to launch a counteroffensive. Captain Skywick looked me right in the eye and said I was just the sort of ensign he wanted on transporter duty. It was the proudest moment of my life.
Hey, full disclosure, between me and you, man to man, that's the coolest story I've ever heard, bro.
So, here I am, ready for training.
Okay, all right, let's get you trained. Okay, we're gonna go over here, okay? Okay, you ready? You look ready, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. I've got my notebooks, my prep books, and a data recorder so that I can review my lessons afterwards.
That's great, that's great, okay. I'm gonna start and let me know if I'm going too fast and you need to take more notes, okay? Here's where you punch in the coordinates. Here's where you do the finger slide thing to energize. And here's the cleanup button. That's a transport.
That's it?
Banana split.
But what about lock-on? A pattern stabilizing. Ionosphere compensating.
Do I need to show you the finger slide thing again? God, it's not the first time tonight I've had to say that.
Oh, look, if I'm to be an asset to Captain Skywick, I'm gonna need to know this thing front to back. I'm gonna need to know how to repair it if a photon torpedo rips half of it out.
Or you need to know how to direct people to transporter bays 1 or 2. We have 4 transporter bays on this ship. We could get blown in half twice and we'd still have a fully functional transporter bay.
Well, could I at least take a look behind the back panel to see how it's rigged? 'Cause I have a PhD in Starship
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and take a look under Jason Statham's skirt. Sure.
Jason who?
Jason Statham. He played the Never mind, no one gets that anymore. Knock yourself out.
Ensign?
Yeah.
This doesn't look right.
You're the one with a PhD. Make it look right.
No, I mean, this looks like a replicator with a piece snapped off and something else.
Oh. Oh, shit. You're that new. Oh, okay. All right, buckle up, Buttercup. Looks like you're going to get a little bit of an education today after all.
Oh, good. Finally.
Okay, you said it's a replicator with a piece snapped off and a little something. I'm going to explain it to you, and I need you to stop me if I'm going too fast, or you can take notes, whatever. Okay. It is a replicator with a piece snapped off and a little bit added on.
Yeah. A regular replicator?
Regular old replicator running.
Like the one our ship uses to make tools and our food?
I believe we covered that when we said replicator. We both said it, remember?
But those things have inhibitors to prevent them from creating living beings.
Yeah, that's the piece we snapped off. They're also not supposed to be able to let you make coffee mixed with Captain Morgan, and that's the piece we snapped off.
That's not how transporters work. They separate your molecules to beam-warp them to another location for reconstruction.
Okay, I'm going to explain this to you. Let me know if I'm going too fast and you need to stop me. We'll take some notes here. It does not do that.
Wait, say more things.
Look, you're the one with a PhD. You're supposed to know that the amount of energy it would take to do that for a cup of coffee and Captain Morgan would make the universe explode. Welcome to the transporter bay.
But a replicator just makes a new thing. Where does the original go?
That's what the cleanup button is for.
The what now?
The cleanup button. Payroll says we can't have 2 of the same person running around the starship, So the cleanup button sucks your disintegrated molecules back down into the transporter bed to be recycled for the next beam.
Recycle for the next beam?
Even the penis parts, even though that's gross. But yeah, you're basically just a solid block of biomass there, and we don't want to lose that. So yeah, we just suck that on down there and recycle for the next beam.
So every time you get transported, you die?
But a piece of you lives on inside the body of everyone who gets transported since then. Millions of those pieces, even the penis parts. You know that's gross. Kind of inspirational. We really are all one.
Does Starfleet Command know about this?
Oh, I doubt it. The original technical specs for these things just had that they found a way to teleport something with giant quotation marks, and I'm willing to bet they didn't look up what that means. Like the people who make supposedly deep statements and have 3 dots on the end of it, thinking that that means that it's deep or something, but it actually just means that you got interrupted and they didn't bother to look it up. I mean, seriously.
We mean like ellipses, but...
No one
But
has
so
a
every time you transport someone, you're a murderer!
It's assisted suicide technically, and you will find that there are plenty of benefits to that. I mean, just think about who never gets sent on an away mission, huh? It's always the transporter technicians. I'm sure you wondered why we're the only ones riding bicycles around a starship, because we know what's up. So it looks like Captain Skyrock did you a favor today, bud. You're going to be one of the longest living members of the crew.
This can't be real. I mean, so I'm just a perfect copy of the original me that died the first time I got in a transporter?
Well, near perfect. I mean, there are 7 times 10 to the 21st power molecules in the human body, and Jason Statham's a tough son of a bitch, but even he can't get them all right every time.
Oh, come on, these are some pretty complicated machines. It can't be that bad.
Well, let me put it to you like this. How many times have you been transported?
Well, I don't know, maybe like 100, I guess.
Can you remember the face of your grandmother? Yeah.
Oh, how bad does it get?
Well, let me put it to you like this. Where do you think Klingons came from?
Well, from their home world of Kronos, of course, where they have a history that dates back thousands of years, and
They made that up. What really happened was that Larry got into the transporter with a troll doll in his pocket while the transporter yeah, his transporter tech was just a little bit high, and bam, Klingons and Romulans. I mean, Vulcans are real, but Romulans happened when we tried to load 4 Vulcans into the transporter at the same time while we were running the coffee maker and the espresso machine at the same time. And the transporter tech was a little high. God, we're high a lot of the time, I realize. A little bit right now, actually. Well, we had to pretend that those Romulans have been infesting the Federation for like the last 20 years because it took us a few tries before we figured out what was going wrong.
this is just terrible. You're a mass murderer.
It's serial murderer, thank you very much. And I'm sure you will be glad to know that every time that asshole, Commander Menander, steps on this pad, his penis loses 1% of its mass.
Why would that happen?
The time he tried to leave Ensign Potts behind on an away mission, that's why that happens. If you know which ones and zeros to switch around, you can get a little bit crazy.
That seems incredibly petty.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, I mean, Counselor Miranda doesn't go on a lot of away missions, but every time she does, her body temperature rises 1/10 of a degree.
Well, why would you do that?
Because you're welcome, bridge crew. She has bought breezier outfits twice now.
That's horrible.
Yeah, not as horrible as the Amistad virus. You remember that? Oh God, that was terrible when the transporter started randomly spitting out violently psychotic copies of the bridge crew. The transporter technicians then had to violently beat down in barbaric combat with whatever's around them.
Oh, you made violently psychotic copies of senior Starfleet officers?
No. God, no. We would never do that. We just told people they were violently psychotic. I mean, you gotta work out your aggression somehow. We have all these rusty hammers and crowbars around. Might as well put them to use.
This is such a violation of protocol. How can you violate your sworn oath to the Starfleet Code.
Yeah, I can give you a 1,000,000% chance that you are going to change your mind.
Oh, I could never be okay with this.
Even if it means that at 12 o'clock tonight, that transporter pad right over there is going to spit out a 100% accurate clone of that Hawaiian sex god, Lieutenant Momoa, whose mating cycle starts tomorrow.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
kind of like...
Oh, you're thinking about it.
No. We have to report this to the captain immediately.
You report it to the captain immediately. Hey, look, man. All I'm saying is that all those vodka bombs that your replicator in your room is spitting out, it doesn't know if that's going to you or to a perfectly accurate clone who you now have to keep in your quarters, ethically bound to it, so that the security team doesn't find him and disintegrate him. You still feel like calling the captain, bud?
You've done that before, though, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment. I'm just saying I'm a little bit high right
No.
now and I don't have time.
I think we need to report this to the captain.
Oh, you need to report to the captain. Well, I'm gonna tell you this much. He is never, ever going to believe you if you don't actually unscrew that sumbitch over there and take it right to him. And I don't think you have the time.
That's exactly what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go take that out.
You're gonna do that? You're gonna actually do that? Oh my gosh. Oh, man. Oh, no.
Phew. Boy, am I beat. Oh, thank you for the training, Ensign. I feel like my head is just full of information now. For some reason, I just don't want to go back to my quarters until I've refilled someone's coffee.
Okay.
And given someone a really long foot massage. I mean, really get in there between the toes with some lotion.
There's a good man.
All right.